Friday Night Football. Your first and goal coverage with Joel Villanueva is supported by McDonald's Valley Wine.
Hey, what's up? The San Benito Greyhounds have been quick out of the gate this year. In week 1, they took down Laredo United. Then last week, the Hounds ran away from San Antonio East Central. Tonight, San Benito facing their first Valley competition of the season and some good competition. McAllen Memorial out to a 2-0 start. The Mustangs and Greyhounds looking to stay unbeaten. Channel 5's Brandon Ortega has our update on our first and goal game of the week in McAllen. Brandon?
Hey there, Joel. This is a hard game to predict coming in. It easily could have been a defensive battle, or I wouldn't have been surprised to see over 100 points combined. These two teams had that sort of potential. Let's go ahead and check out what happened. Which way would it go as we check out the highlights? First and goal game of the week, San Benito, McAllen Memorial, both undefeated. Someone had to go down tonight. If you blinked on the opening kickoff, you could have missed arguably the best play of the night, Tyrone Harper. The team's leading rusher, leading receiver, how about leading returner, 96 yards to the house. Greyhound Nation going crazy, 7-0 Hounds in a hurry. Next possession, how would Memorial respond to that? Well, their opening drive, Sean Stugan. Let's go, boys. 49 yards right back at you, and we're tied at 7. Let's go to the chopper. At this rate, the score could have been up in the skies by the end of the game, but the defense would start to figure things out later in the first. A sack for Memorial, Frank Apazzo there, taking down Eric Greta. And then San Benito's rushing attack started to get things going again late in the second. Harper leaping in inside the 5, and then moments later, Harper, exclamation point on that drive. 14-7 at the half, and the rest of the way, it was all San Benito. 17 unanswered points, 31-7. Your final, and so the Greyhounds staying unbeaten in this battle of titans tonight for Valley football. San Benito now 3-0. McAllen Memorial, first loss of the season. They are now 2-1 to end our first and goal game of the week. Let's go back to you, Joel.
All right, thank you, B. Harlingen head coach Manny Gomez has never shied away from a tough non-district schedule. After games against Mission Veterans and Laredo United South, the Cardinals playing San Antonio Reagan in their final tune-up before district play. The Cards fired up for this one a year ago. Reagan beat down Harlingen 41-7. First quarter here, the Cardinals' Nathan Martinez with the interception, and Harlingen up early 6-0. Second quarter, Reagan gets inside the red zone, and this will be Reggie Wilson on the carry. Extra point is good, and the Rattlers take a 7-6 lead. But Harlingen gets their offense going. Daniel Ramirez rolls out and finds Jaime Galvan for the nice pickup. Then Harlingen keeps on going on the move. Little later, Ramirez gets the snap here. Going to be looking downfield, and check this out. The pretty pass and a great catch in traffic by Joe Reyna. A 43-yard touchdown. Harlingen held a 13-7 halftime lead. And just moments ago, this one going final. Harlingen with a late safety. And it's the Cardinals over the Rattlers, 22-20. How about that? Congrats, Big Red. District openers for 31 5A teams this week. And Mission Pioneer going up against Laredo Cigarroa. Jacob Rosales, the quarterback keeper, 7-0 Pioneer. Later in the first quarter, D-backs striking again. Rosales fakes it and takes it. Extra point makes it 14-0 D-backs. Second quarter now, Michael Morales to William Proctor. And this will be a nice catch and run. 21-0 Pioneer. In the fourth quarter, the D-backs on top, 34-12. Next up, a Mid-Valley rivalry game on deck in the Queen City. Mercedes at home welcoming the Weslaco Panthers. Let's check in with Channel 5's Ruben Juarez. He was right in the middle of this Panthers and Tigers affair. Ruben?
Hey, Joel, we've been pretty lucky so far this year, or maybe I should say I've been pretty lucky so far this year. 3 straight games of exciting finishes tonight. Weslaco and Mercedes coming down to the final minutes. These schools only 9 miles apart, but they haven't played often in recent years. Last year was the first time they played since 2011. Weslaco won last year's matchup. Tonight would come down to the final minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights. Mercedes looking for revenge of this year. But Weslaco is the first team that gets on the board. Jacob Cavazos with the quarterback keeper up the gut. Panthers would take a 10-0 lead. Mercedes now on the move. Mark Ledesma launches deep, and Leroy Garcia makes the catch with a defender all over him. Moments later, it's the quarterback, Ledesma, gets in that hole and squeaks away 26 yards later to the house to make it a 10-7 game. Weslaco on top. Ledesma, a major factor with his legs. He finds the end zone once again in the second quarter. Tigers go up 14-10, but Weslaco responds. They hand it off to Matt De Santiago, and he punches it in from 5 yards out. The Panthers up 17-14 at the half. But Mercedes takes the lead in the fourth quarter. Fabian Ledesma gets the handoff, and he takes it up the gut, and that completes the comeback. Mercedes knocks off Weslaco 21-20. You know, in this game, Mercedes had several chances to score in the fourth quarter, but they couldn't quite put it away until about 4 or 5 minutes left, when they got an opportunity after Weslaco fumbled on their first down play inside their own 20. So now both teams got a lot of time to think about this game. Both teams have 2 weeks off. Next up for both squads, district play. Weslaco will take on Weslaco East, and Mercedes will take on Donna. For now, reporting from here at Tiger Stadium, Ruben Juarez, Channel 5 Sports. Joel, let's send it back to you.
All right, Mercedes fans in the background there, fired up after that big win. Meanwhile, a district game for Roma. Gladiators visiting Laredo Nixon. Second play of the game, Mustangs put the ball on the turf. Ernesto Hinojosa comes away with the ball for the Gladiators. Late second quarter, the G-men punting. Edgar Hernandez has it blocked, and Nixon recovers. First play of the drive, Felipe Vasquez right up the middle for Nixon. A 12-yard touchdown, 2-point conversion, no good. 6-0 Laredo Nixon. The next time down, Mustangs going deep through the air, and this will be another score for Nixon. The Mustangs gallop away with a district win, 27-7. The Monte Alto Blue Devils are hoping to get to 2-1 tonight, but the visiting Riviera Seahawks had other ideas. The stadium lights on for this non-district tilt in Monte Alto, and the Blue Devils behind early 12-0. Gabriel Castillo for Riviera hits Alex Mueri. And look at Mueri go. Nice block, some nice moves. Up the field for a big pickup. Seahawks inside the 20. Next play, Castillo fakes one way and runs the other way. Next stop, the end zone. 2-point conversion, good. 20-0 Riviera. The band striking up the fight song. Second quarter, Angel Cuellar busting loose for another Seahawks touchdown. And they're now in the fourth quarter. The Monte Alto trailing 47-28. All right, we go to Sam Stadium. Brownsville veterans and Vela both a perfect 2-0 in the season. Which team would keep their record flawless? For the answer, we bring in Channel 5's Trayson Bragg, who's got the live update from Brownsville. Trayson?
Joel, get this, both the SaberCats and Chargers would come into tonight's game averaging not only over 300 yards per game, but both teams were also averaging over 40 points per game. That's bananas. So you know this game had all the makings to be a great one. So as always, Joel, let's get to the action. Both teams would hit the field ready to play. The SaberCats would get the ball rolling first with this big catch by their tight end, Nico Rodriguez. Rumble, big man, rumble all the way down the field for a big-time gain that would get them some momentum. A few plays later, they would run the ball in for the game's first touchdown of the night. The Chargers were struggling to get some momentum going. That is until wide receiver Elijah Maston says, "Put the ball in my hands, coach," and comes down with this big-time catch that electrified the stadium. A few plays later, their QB would scramble in for their first touchdown of the night. What a powerful run. Vela would answer, though, with a touchdown of their own. But a few plays after the touchdown, running back Abel Martinez says, "You can't hold me," cuts right and oh, I think he remembered to put his speed stick deodorant on because, oh, he was gone all the way down the field for a 70-yard touchdown. Oh, why you make it look so pretty. That electrified the stands just before half. And Joel, let me tell you, this was really a dog fight for momentum the entire game. But in the end, Vela did just enough to come up with the win, 34-20 tonight over Brownsville Veteran. Reporting live in Brownsville, I'm Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 Sports.
All right, thank you, T. Let's check out the other final scores from tonight. Los Fresnos all over McAllen, 45-6. Weslaco East handling Edinburgh Economides 56-14. Lopez putting up the points on PSJ Memorial. They lead 26-7 in the fourth quarter. La Jolla and Donna facing off with the Redskins up 16-zip. Why is Lincoln now 3-0 after another victory, while La Feria having trouble against Corpus Christi Veterans 41-14 there. Hidalgo coach Monty Stumba facing his old team, Port Isabel, and the score there 25-7. Then the Willacy County Cotton Bowl going to Raymondville 35-20. Santa Rosa tops Progreso 21-18. And a good game going between Rio Hondo and St. Joseph. Right now, Rio Hondo up 46-41. Rio Grande City are going to party at the Starplex tonight, 63-0. The Rattlers over Valley View, and Valley View with their first loss of the year. John Paul II knocking off Santa Maria 36-14. And one more final score. Santa Gertrudis ripping La Villa 47-0. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back after this.